Welcome back to my channel, Recovering Your Health with Nutrition. If this is your first time tuning in, thank you so much. I hope you find my content of value, and if you do, please like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you can be one of the first to know when new content is released. And for those who don't know, my name is Ife, and I am a licensed family nurse practitioner. Preventative medicine is my passion, so here we talk all things health and wellness. Today, I'm going to talk about the importance of fighting off viruses through nutrition. So we have a new player, or mutant strand, should I say, on the scene, Omnicron. Now that name does sound like a villain in a scary movie, or more like a villain in a Transformer movie. Omnicron. Sometimes you're going to have to be your own superhero, and this is one of those cases. It matters what you do. In case you have not heard, Omnicron is a new mutation of the virus that shall not be named, recently discovered in South Africa. Borders are beginning to close down to keep this villain out. However, judging from the past activities of the original strand and its subsequent mutant strands, it's nearly impossible to do, and most likely this new strand is here. Now, the science community is not sure just how dangerous or how contagious this strand is. However, they feel very strongly that it will soon spread globally. Okay, so let's discuss a brief overview of the nature of a virus. Viruses cannot live outside of a host for too long. They need a living host like you and I to live inside in order to replicate and mutate. But being in good health helps our immune system combat viral infections. Research has shown that our nutritional status is really primary in determining whether we will develop symptoms when we contract a viral infection, and if we do, our nutritional status also will help to determine how severe these symptoms will be. There's really no true immunity without good health. So let's take a closer look at the impact of nutrition on our immune system. The most common type of malnourishment in many of the affluent or Western countries is what we call high-calorie malnutrition. This simply means we take in the needed amount of calories, and in most cases, more than we need, but the calories that we consume lack the macro and micronutrients we need to be healthy. For example, high consumption of ultra-processed foods, fast foods, junk foods, it fills our bellies, but it does not provide us with the vitamins, the minerals, and the phytochemicals that we need to maintain a state of health and a healthy immune system. Even mild deficiencies of micronutrients may weaken our immune system. For example, vitamin B6 and folate deficiencies reduce the number and effectiveness of our B and T lymphocytes. These cells play a huge role in our immune response in fending off invading pathogens. Our B cells are responsible for the production of antibodies, which are proteins that neutralizes viruses and bacteria. Our T cells identifies invaders and attacks them directly. We call some T cells killer T cells for that fact. It's good to go in for your routine checkups and have your blood work done to determine if you may have any deficiencies. I recently found out my folate level was on the lower end, so now I consciously consume foods rich in folate, such as broccoli, Brussels sprouts, leafy greens, chickpeas, kidney beans, as well as take a folate supplement. So I talk about my recent labs on my Instagram. You can find me at Dine on Plants. All right, some more examples. Vitamin A deficiencies impair the production of antibacterial compounds in our tears, our saliva, and sweat. Did you realize that your tears, your saliva, and sweat were a part of your immune response? And did you know that they contained antibacterial components? Well, in order to keep those antibacterial components at healthy levels, you need vitamin A. Vitamin A deficiency may also result in shrinkage of your lymphoid tissues. The lymphatic system is a major part of your defense mechanisms. So we want to keep our vitamin A levels up so that our lymphatics can work properly. Vitamin A deficiency also reduces the production of antibodies. Antibodies, remember, are target proteins that are needed in order to neutralize viruses and bacteria. So it's important to get our vitamins in. We need vitamin A, we need vitamin B, we need vitamin C, we need vitamin D, and the list goes on. Vitamin E as well. Deficiencies in minerals also impact our immune response and our immunity as well. When we're deficient in minerals such as iron, zinc, or magnesium, it makes it easier for us to contract viruses. If you have not already done so, you can check out my video on zinc. That video I go into a little more detail on the importance of zinc, and I also discuss the immune system in more detail as well. So in addition to vitamins and minerals, we also need micronutrients called phytochemicals. These micronutrients are found in plants. So some examples of phytochemicals are lutein, which is found in foods like kale, parsley, green peas, sweet corn, red grapes, and also lycopene, which can be found in foods like tomatoes, watermelons, pink guava, papaya, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, chickpeas, leafy greens, and polyphenols may also be found in many different fruits and vegetables and also dark chocolate. Now, this is pretty interesting. Research shows that nutritional deficiencies play a direct role in causing viruses to mutate, and that's what we have on our hands right now. This virus that shall not be named has mutated many times. Nutritional deficiencies directly interact with the genome or DNA sequence of the virus itself, making the virus potentially, more dangerous. This is done through oxidative stress, which is one of the side effects of being deficient in vitamins, minerals, and phytochemicals. Oxidative stress is an imbalance of free radicals and antioxidants in your body. So our body produces free radicals during normal metabolic processes, but they are neutralized or removed when we have enough antioxidants present. Free radicals have unpaired electrons, so they are constantly trying to form bonds with other cells or molecules in our body, and it can cause cellular damage. So if a cell is damaged or injured, it results in a state of inflammation, leading to oftentimes chronic inflammation. And the research shows that chronic inflammation really is the cause of a lot of our chronic diseases that we experience. So oxidative stress, in order to neutralize the effects of oxidative stress, you have to have an ample amount of antioxidants in your body. Our bodies do produce antioxidants on its own. However, one key primary source of antioxidants is our diet. So we have to consume foods that are high in antioxidants like fruits and vegetables in order to combat or neutralize the free radicals in our bodies. So now is the time to become your own superhero. Many of us, we live in climates or parts of the globe that we're entering cooler weather, cooler temps, and cooler temps play a role in decreasing immune response, immune effectiveness. So we have to take necessary precautions and continue to take the necessary precautions that are already in play because we are in the middle of this health crisis. So mask when necessary, social distance when necessary, continue with your hand hygiene, etc. And the conversation about the jab is something that I personally like to do in person or in a live conversation. You know, I find that it's easier when you're speaking with the individual to really hear and understand their concerns, to hear and understand where they're coming from, and to be able to present factual information that will hopefully help to give a better understanding. I don't think it should be a war. I don't think it should be a a point of conflict. I think it's just a matter of obtaining an understanding and being content with the understanding that you have obtained in order to come to a decision. So I like to do that in person or in live conversations. But there's one thing that I'm sure that all of us can agree on is nutrition, the importance of eating healthy, the importance of the role of good health and how it affects our immunity. So I want you to really take some time to analyze what you're eating, analyze and determine some things that you can eliminate from your diet. Do your own research on good sources of vitamin A, good sources of vitamin B, good sources of vitamin C. And I am going to do a special video on vitamin D. Oftentimes we cannot get enough from just dietary consumption alone, and supplementation is needed. However, as I always say, please do consult with your personal healthcare provider in order to determine if you are in fact vitamin D deficient or if you'll need supplementation. But many of us are, if I had to guess, a lot of us have some sort of deficiency when it comes to vitamin D. I hope that you found something very valuable in this video. If you have, please do like, share, and drop a comment in the comment section. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe. And until next time, stay well. And thank you so much for tuning in.